Hello everyone, today we are going to interview Lulu, the hashtag 3 best Lulu in the world, with a record of 1,253 trophies. We are going to get some tips and tricks on how to play Lulu well in solo showdown and duo showdown. Let's jump right into the video. First of all, you need to know this is played at a very different trophy range, at 1,253 trophies. So Lulu will have to play way more passive than we do, because only the second and first place do guarantee some trophies. The third place will make Lulu lose trophies. So this is very important to play passive and carefully, because there are many aggressive brawlers, and Lulu is not an easy brawler to control and master in Showdown. Lulu is also an insane duo showdown player, so I will also cover that in this video. I asked Lulu if he likes teaming or what his opinion is about it. And Lulu told me that teaming may be unavoidable as a way to win, but he does not want to do it as much as possible. So you will see that he plays way more carefully and different than other high-ranking trophy players. He plays more passive but also aggressive in a way. He's always looking to get that safe spot, that spot where he is having control over the situation, which is very important in solo showdown. You will see that many players do not take the risk to attack each other. They will wait until the map gets way smaller. But Lou is not a very strong brawler close range, and especially not versus a lot of Primos and Leons and Chellys, so Lou needs to deal with them as fast as possible, so the map cannot get too close in on each other. So you will see that Lou is putting a lot of pressure on the enemies, that Lou is really looking at who to take out first. The best maps to play Lou on are Doomdrift, Safety Center and School Creek. These maps have all very open lanes, but also a sort of very closed center. So there is a balance for Lou to play long range and short range, especially because Lou's super is very strong to take people out of balance. And that's very important when the game and the map is getting shorter, so you have a way to keep that distance, which is very important for Lou. As you can see, managing your range and keeping that pressure is very important to win and overcome getting a very close in situation, and so he takes the win. So now we are going to play some duo showdown with different brawlers, because Lulu is from Japan and I am from Belgium, very different parts of the world, so we have extreme delay and shot delay when we play duo showdown, so it's more fair play, different brawlers, so we cannot tilt Lulu his Lou, because that would be very disappointing and unfair to play against other high-end trophy players who are having an extreme advantage and are having no shot delay. As you can see, Lulu has in this game the overhand with delay. I had it in the next game after this. Lulu also tells me that it is very important to get your time management with Lulu right and your range management. It's important that you know when to wait and when to attack, especially when you are getting pressured by a few brawlers at once. Lou told me that it is very important to time your gadgets correctly, especially versus Brock. He has an extreme strong gadget with so much damage, so it's very important that you time it correctly so you can counter that much damage at once. It's also a very big disadvantage that Lou stops walking when his gadget gets activated, so it's important that you use the gadget when brawlers are aiming at you at long range, so you just have a few seconds time to avoid that possible damage and to recover from the attack and instantly start with a counter attack. It's important that you do not try to run away, but try to recounter the enemy who attacks you, so you can get closer at a better position to try and make the final kill. The best brawlers to play with Lou in duo showdown are Pam, Brock, Belle, Surge and even Buzz. They are all very strong in a team, but also very strong alone, which is important in duo showdown. You must be strong together as a team, but also strong alone, because sometimes you have to survive on your own. People will always target a stronger one of your team or the weaker one, so you have to depend on your own, and people can close you in from different angles. It's important in duo showdown that you place yourself correctly, that you try to go for the center and try to take domination over that spot. It's important when you do that you are always careful for people teaming up on you, because unfortunately it has become a thing. teaming up in Duo Showdown. And that's why it is very important that Showdown Plus will become a very strong solution to teaming in general in Showdown and Duo Showdown, even now at the high-end trophy ranges. Showdown Plus needs some changes with the trophies you get, or discouraging people to team and get some kind of punishment. I hope that happens. And like here you can see how strong Lou can actually be to defend himself and get at a better position. You can see how strong the gadget can be and how strong the super of Lou can be, and how careful people have to be to interact with it. If people time it wrong, like here this Edgar does to jump at me, then the Edgar will get outbalanced and lose his super. Even if it has a lot of trophies, even if it has a lot of power cubes, you can always win the situation. It's important to never give up and always keep on fighting and keep on going for the kill. As you can see, we became the winner in this extreme difficult situation. Maybe you cannot see it, but in this Duo Showdown game I have lots of lag. I have a lot of shot delay, not a lag that you keep on hanging with the game, but the lag that your shots and your supers go off a few seconds after you actually press the button. It is very annoying, but that happens when you play with someone from Japan. But that's no problem for us because we still play like a team and we stay together. And even with delay, it can still help you and you can still win as a team. Even when both of you do have shot delay. Lulu has less shot delay in this game because he has now the server advantage. There's always the higher trophy game brawler from that particular game has the advantage of the servers you play on. So there will always be one player of the two who has more lag than the other. Feel free to subscribe and also feel free to follow Lulu on Twitter. The links will be in the description. Would you like to see more videos like this where I cover high trophy and brawlers who had records and have played brawlers in extreme high trophy ranges? Now let me know down in the comments and which players you would like to see. It's not easy to contact them or to even find them and get to the info to get them to play for a video, because they all have different accounts, different usernames, and you can't always find them. So I do my really best to get this video series going. I will also try to do even more voice videos in the future because I feel like I am getting more confident in my English after I took some English lessons, and my English is becoming very better, but sometimes I do still struggle to put my words at the right place. But right now, as you can see, there are two teams left, a very strong team equal to us and a very weak team. It's very important that you do target the strong team first, that you wait until the maps get closed in, so there is double the much of pressure on the other team, because the weaker team will always get targeted first. It's better to wait and see what happens. When the map closes in, you take out the weaker team and you start to focus on the strong team. Because it's important to not only take control over the other team, but over the whole situation. You have to take them out together. It's more important to take out a strong team first than the weak team is. Do not see them as a target, but more as free trophies. That's how I particularly do it in Solo Showdown and Duo Showdown. I do like Duo Showdown, but I like to be independent and have that feeling to make my own choices and to do whatever I want to do in Solo Showdown. And that's the thing I love about it. I do not like to team, but I do not say that it's a very bad choice to do so, because I do find myself that it is some kind of a strategy to get a win. I always say as advice, do whatever it takes to take the win in the game. That's the most important thing you should do and always take in consideration. Hopefully you enjoyed the rest of this amazing game, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Feel free to let me know down in the comments. Follow Lulu and follow me if you would like to, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy this video.